I don't know how to cut the volume down.
This is ILNL. Welcome to ILNL.
Damn, what the?
Chico's in the building.
Hello, all you magical Negroes.
Chris is in the building.
I'm in the building.
And we're picking up right where we left off.
Tanisha's in the back flipping us off for some reason. What did we do?
She was watching me playing this video game where the character is really aggressive. Oh. Cookie Cutter is really good. Just letting everybody know out there in internet worlds. Cookie Cutter on PC. A lot of fun. If you like Metroidvanias.
Forgot about that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. We are definitely talking about that.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, jeez. Yikes.
Did you die?
No, I can't cut the volume down.
Well, we don't. We're fine. We don't hear it now.
Oh, I thought y'all heard it.
No, I can hear it.
We can hear it, but I think it's low enough that.
I think you're fine.
I need a microphone in me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you're okay. All right, so let's get started. Okay, no, I just heard Cowabunga, so no, you just got new coins or something or started something, whatever. Stop it. Go away, Tanisha. Teenage Mutant. Yeah, I can hear it. All right.
Thank God.
So let's start with. Actually, we're not going to start with this story. We're going to start with this story. Sorry about that, everybody that's watching. Being distracted by multiple people in multiple directions.
You need more focus in your life.
Oh, well, that's okay. So Chris is trying out his Witcher. And so far, what has your experience been like?
It's pretty good. Like, it's like having your own screen. Like, no matter where I look, whatever direction I look, it's right there. Yeah. So it's like, it's not like virtual reality glasses. Like I know you can, there are, like, I know that, wait a minute, pause it. I know that there's, I think with the neck piece, you can do something with it as far as like it kind of looks virtual, like virtual reality or 3D. There is a 3D mode. I haven't put it into the 3D mode yet, but there is a 3D mode. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that because. Yeah, I'm figuring things out right now.
As for the experience of having your own personal screen, does it like feel immersive?
Immersive? I don't know. Like, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Like, yeah, to have my own screen. Yeah, it is. It is.
Do you feel like you're in your own movie theater? Is the screen that big or? Not really.
No, it's like I don't know. Like try it.
Okay.
Remember that Public Enemy song, "You Can't See What I Can See"?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from this.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you my instant feedback on this experience. So
oh Lord, help me! I'm holding $600.
We're connected to the Nintendo Switch.
Put it back.
Like now, I see why you should have the thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Thank you. So I could say right now, as someone who wears glasses, it definitely helps if you have the prescription.
You got to change. You can change
the settings, and there's a switches up on the top of them.
I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't read anything yet.
Yeah, you got to change that.
Oh, wow. It's sharper. Okay, cool. All right, so put the mic here. I can see on the side, Chico. I know that you're messing with me with the Spider-Man. So
I'm looking at Spider-Man right now. So ha.
Okay. All right. So I have to say, coming from using,
is it too loud because your voice went up?
It's kind of hard to hear yourself when you have speakers in there. So yeah, but coming from using VR headsets and doing virtual screens that way, that feels bigger.
God, that made me cross-eyed.
Let's see. There you go.
Probably
you have to change the PD, the distance.
No, first putting it on, it makes you cross-eyed, and then it changes around.
So I like what it is as a product. I would be interested to see the competitor's version of it, just to see the difference in size. Like I've watched some YouTube videos of the comparison between the two. But either way, that's a cool experience.
I wish I had known. Like granted, I did get the whole pack, but I do wish that I knew that. Like, or I'm trying to figure out. What it seems is like you have to take the Joy-Cons off.
Yeah, and that makes sense because it's a docked Switch. But that is kind of annoying.
Me. Like I'm just
it would be nice if you could just connect it directly.
Yeah, that bothers me. Because like, what if you just bought just the glasses? Then what?
Yeah, you would have been out of luck.
Oh, that means no, you would use it for the Steam Deck.
Yeah, if you had a Steam Deck. But if you only had a Switch, then you would have been in shock that you had to get another piece to make it work.
Now, if you take off the screen you got on there, you can see out of them, right?
You can see through the glasses. Yeah, because it's augmented and all that. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give these?
Or is it too early to rate?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, as of right now, an 8. Like there's. I mean, it's giving what it's supposed to give, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess right now, because right now I can see the reflection from. I can see this reflected in the screen, which I'm like, I don't know if it's me or
no, it's probably the lenses. So as of right now, you feel that is an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
for tech. I feel good with that too, from my little bit of experience. I feel that that's an 8 out of 10 right now.
I'm waiting for YouTube to cut on.
For YouTube? Oh, you moved to the YouTube app?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, even though you felt cross-eyed, Chico,
it's interesting.
Interesting enough to pursue, or interesting enough that's kind of cool that
Well, I'm poor, so ain't no pursuing for me at all.
If money was no object.
Yeah, I'll probably get that and the other one just to be able to test it out.
Yeah. So, we build this channel.
Folks, if y'all want us to test stuff, we will.
You can always send us stuff.
Yeah, we'll test stuff out.
I mean, I know we don't have much reach, but hey, we're working on it. So, cool. All right. Then, now that we've talked about the glasses and actually reviewed the glasses, we can move into something else that is a bit less real.
Well, here's something he will not be playing on his new glasses.
The day before. So,
what happened?
If you're a part of the gaming community, this was a highly, highly anticipated title ever since there was an idea of playing something like The Last of Us and playing in a multiplayer online world where the same type of things that you could get from, say, Sea of Thieves, you get it with zombies. Well,
with a building aspect.
Well, it all went away in a blink of an eye. They dropped it for early access. The game was dropped for early access, and just how early it accessed, it early went away. And now it is a thing of lore.
Was it even a whole week?
No, it didn't make a week. It was, I think, like 2 days, if that. So, I assume that none of us here on this panel got a chance to play it.
Nope.
No, I've watched gameplay for it.
So let's talk about what we've seen.
It looked nice. Like
when it's not running,
the background and everything, the sceneries and all, the hub space, everything looked nice.
Mm-hmm. Until it started running.
There's no what's the word for when you're not shooting?
Camping?
No. Well, camping shooting is staking out a place.
I guess.
When you're in combat. There's no physical combat.
What?
It's all guns.
Yeah, all guns.
It was supposed to be all guns.
Yeah, so if you ran out of bullets, you're
It was supposed to be like a really extreme Resident Evil 4, where ammunition was limited and like PUBG. It's like PUBG. Yeah,
I'm good on that.
So,
and I've noticed a lot of people when they were crouching and trying to hide and walk around, if you saw a player doing that, they were just sliding across the floor. It was crazy.
The game was broken.
Very.
So
I've never seen something look so nice and be so broken.
I have, but not to that extent.
For it is, I can't connect to your Wi-Fi too. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, that could be a
and
because I don't want to give the internet that information.
It was something else about it that was weird. I don't remember. Oh,
well, I ended up watching maybe IGN who covered it. It might have been something else. I don't really remember, but I watched footage. Yeah, it was IGN because they gave it a 1, which is bad.
You think?
So the game was broken to all get out. The connections between players was broken, so some people got on the servers and some couldn't.
Yeah.
The zombie horde that was promised, you might be lucky if you had like 2 or 3 characters on screen. Yep. The crafting didn't work like as promised.
Oh yeah, it was something with
nothing with vehicles. Which
no,
there was things of getting out of vehicles, but you couldn't get in a vehicle and drive. And that was promised.
Okay, I might be thinking a different game then.
In the trailers. What else?
There were places and stores that had alarm systems, and when they went off. You would leave the house and get like 2 blocks away and still hear the alarm going off.
Wow.
It's maddening.
There was supposed to be more interiors that you can go into. Hardly any interiors. It was a promising idea that just did not come together. And then on top of that, the company folded. So at the time,
they gave money back and disappeared.
They did refunds. It was like, I'm out. So this released early access on December 7th. When we're recording this episode, it's now the 16th of December. And from what I remember and understand, it was only a couple of days that the servers were live where they had the early access before they completely cut it and started giving refunds. So from what you remember seeing, Chris, what was your thoughts and perspective on the whole thing of the day before?
So when I go to the Steam page, it looks, like real nice. It's like the lady is talking, the narrator's talking or whatever. She's like, "Oh, you can do this and you can do that and da 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 da." Too loud?
Yes.
Sorry. Hold on.
Mario Kart is a great game, though.
It is. It showed like, it says you can do this, you can do that, da 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. That's what's up. And then, like, I get this report. Like, had you all not said anything, yeah, this is why we have community, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is one of the reasons why. Because like stuff like this, like I've had one game, where I bought, I think it was like not Outriders. It was something.
The
and
one
like,
that you keep talking about that you bought. I
yeah,
can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, but it was like I bought it on PlayStation 4, and like I can't get a refund for it. So games like that, like this is a really scary thing. because you think like you had all these people that pre-ordered, well, they didn't get the pre-orders. All these people that had this on their wish list, so their plans were to buy it like, you know, as soon as the joint comes out, and then this happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me worried. Like, and I guess this is a cautionary tale. Like sometimes it's best not to be the first person to get stuff. Like this is one of the reasons why. Like when I remember when I used to work for different cell phone companies. Nextel, Sprint, Verizon Wireless, and T-Mobile. And I would never be the first to get the phones. I would let everybody else get the phones. I'm like, you know, because that's when I realized like being the first is about, you know, what a lot of people are about. It's about status and this and the third. But when you look out for bugs and you got to figure out, okay, what's going on. You give the manufacturers opportunities to fix the bugs and this and the third. Once that kind of fixes, you wait a few months, then you get it. I've been messing up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like, I'll get a game, like, oh, I bet I'm gonna get it. But I'll also do previews for the games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love it before you buy. That's my jam. Before you buy. If before you buy doesn't have it, I'll find somebody else who's reviewed the game. But this is scary because this is money.
Yeah.
You know, that somebody could have easily wasted it. And like, what if it was a situation where you could not get your money back?
Yeah.
Now you short out of luck.
That's a big deal. Let's just see what some of the community had to say about this great game called the day that we didn't show up. So let's see. Game is shutting down. Do not buy. The fact that Steam is breaking their return policy for this game and giving people no questions asked refunds regardless of the time played really tells you the full story. That is something. They're really strict on the whole how you do refunds. So the fact that they just proactively gave them money.
We know. Here you go.
Studio shut down 3 days after release. And all those letters mean something. So I'm not even going to say
day
what
before,
it is.
Buy. Day after, refund.
10 out of 10. Love it. Absolutely do not even consider buying this broken game. Don't buy and report the game for fraud. Valve needs to step in here and stop companies like this. It is a scam, nothing else. Valve remove publishers like this, please. Let's see. They released the day before and closed the day after. That jokes must be like a lot. I got a refund after 4 hours. That's how bad this is. The company pulled a scam and closed down 1 week after EA released. I actually respect Steam for allowing this refund.
Now, is it really a scam even if the company's giving back money?
See, I don't want to say that this was a scam. I feel that they had intention of dropping something of quality,
That's
and
what
they didn't.
I wonder, and that's why I'm just like, is it a scam? You know, but this is like, I'm at that. I mean, I wonder, like, should I have this conversation with my kids? Because I don't want, like, will this scare my kids?
That's an interesting conversation to have.
Right. Like, will this scare my kids from wanting to get.
And how do you explain it to them in a way they'll understand?
Yeah. I mean, I get a new batch of babies next semester. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the rotation is like, it's an 8-week rotation, and I go to a different set of kids.
Right.
Last semester we had 12. I'm not sure how many they're gonna give me this year, this upcoming semester, but I got we got the stations. But we had those conversations about gaming and different careers in gaming. It's like, I don't want to scare them with something like this. Like, oh, you might
it's a reality, though.
It is a reality.
Yeah. Like the whole thing of like this immediately has me thinking about Kickstarter. How like you could kickstart anything, and the hope is that you deliver the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my first scam on Kickstarter.
Really?
That's lasted for about 3 years now. Like no communication. They completely dropped off the face of the earth. It was supposed to have been. Do you remember I was trying to get a portable projector for when we go to shows?
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. That was a Kickstarter.
Oh.
They vanished. So don't know where the money went. They stopped doing communication, and Kickstarter's policy is Well, you got to work with the creator in order to come to an amicable resolution. Well, you can't talk to someone that doesn't exist. And so I immediately thought of something like this, but thankfully, Steam was like, no, they messed up. Here's your money back. Yeah. Kickstarter, no.
And I've been waiting for what is it? The Killer Clowns for Outer Space for more than a year now, and I'm just kind of like, it showed, the preview show all of this on the third, but I'm just like, it's taking forever. And even like in some of the videos I've watched about different games that's been pushed back into the third, like no one's saying anything about the game.
Right.
So I'm just like, I don't even know if I should mess with it when it does come out.
Yep. It's a weird time in gaming where companies who get, big promotion end up disappearing. But then I guess
unless
that kind of leads into this.
Unless it's a title I'm familiar with that I rock faithfully, then okay, day one I'll go for it. But
that's what's scary, especially
new stuff. No,
but see, that's one of the things that's scary is because like I'm sitting here trying to fight the narrative of like trying to get more Black and brown kids or kids of color, period, get them interested in gaming. Because we lack so many. Black people,
there's not a lot of us creating.
There's not a lot of Black people or brown people inside of these spaces. So I'm like, okay, let's get them inside of there. But if you don't have a reputation, and say if you're a black owned development company or gaming company, should we second guess it because you're new?
Right.
It's like, are they second guessing because it's new, or are they second guessing because they're Black or Latino?
All those things are possibilities for like looking at it, and that is a scary thing.
A Black man.
Oh, shout out to Proxima, Black owned.
So now let's actually end this thing off with another story, and that is the Electronic Entertainment Expo, officially calling itself dead on arrival. So if you've been in this world, the whole thing of E3 was like, this was and has been one of the largest industry-related events ever. When it came to all the big three, so Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, they would headline the shows, and then it would be like a free-for-all for everyone else that's in the media and all that. One of the things that I really wanted to attend early in my media career that I never got to get out to California to do is now gone. So,
and there's really, I think the closest thing to it now is what, PAX.
Well, there's still the shows in Japan. There's still PAX East, PAX West. I can't remember. I mean, there's still conventions, but like the Big PAX Daddy, East? I can't even remember.
It's E3. You always look forward to hearing about what happened at E3.
Yeah. So now that the industry show is gone. So the question, I guess, is are we sorely missed on this, or does it not matter in the world of the internet?
Like you said, like in the beginning of everything, like I guess you can even say in the beginning, we had the chance to go to this, like no qualms, we'd have went.
Right.
But because they had been slowing down so much over the years and everyone dropping out, I don't know if there is anything to miss at this point.
It's an expensive show to run. Very expensive.
And even more expensive to attend.
Yeah. Well,
media was always free. But it's
media was always free.
Well,
until it wasn't. But for me, I wish I would have had the chance to go once.
Yeah. The experience.
So I agree with you on that. I think, as with everything, time passes by and things change, and the whole thing of the internet has evolved in like how we consume. So I don't know how valid it is anymore to have a big show like an E3, because there's so many little shows. There's GameCon, which IGN is a big part of.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo does their Nintendo Directs.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft does a showcase. Sony does their State of Play.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the big shows that they would do at an E3, they do on their own. Well produced. You're not going to have somebody on stage make a mistake when they say something. You know, it's all measured and professional.
The closest thing we got here is what, MagFest?
That's the closest thing we have is MagFest in the DC metro area.
Still haven't gone.
But even in that, they don't do
this
game shows. They feature music, and that's not the same. So
E3 was Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con.
It was San Diego Comic Con for video games.
Yeah. And so, I think I miss it, even though I've never attended. I've always watched any of the coverage of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And getting to see the excitement around something, that charged me up. So I will miss the event, but only by a little bit because, there's just so many other things out there that cover the same stuff. So how about you?
Like you say, we have all these other things that, we get the information that we need. So they've pretty much, I think they are pretty much made it irrelevant, so to speak. Granted, it was good. It was cool. There was a one-stop shop, but business-wise, like, I think a lot of companies just realized, like, we don't need you.
Right.
We can run our own stuff, and it could be professionally done. It can be, we can get our time to shine. Like, instead of it's being like, oh, this is your section, PlayStation or Sony. This is your time, Xbox and Microsoft. This is your time, Nintendo, Switch. It's like, no, we can run our own stuff and do it as big as we want to do it. So, I get it.
Would you have ever wanted to go to E3?
Absolutely.
So you don't feel that is a missed opportunity for you?
Yes, but now it's like, okay, granted, it would have been nice to have a one-stop shop, but now it's like, okay, what if I have the opportunity to become completely immersed in, PlayStation or Sony, if I have the opportunity to be completely immersed in Microsoft or Xbox, completely immersed in Nintendo, or Switch, because pretty much that's all Nintendo has now. It's the Switch, because they closed out Wii U, they closed out the DS, I think is the DS, the game store, all of that. It's closed. The only thing right now you have is a Switch. Of course, you have the OLED, and then it talks to this, Switch 2, but it's still Switch.
Yep.
So, yeah. I guess, it's a focused brand. So, yeah.
So, any last thoughts?
No, it just sucks that we don't get the chance to see everything all under one roof, like you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, being that this is the last show of the year, anything throughout the year that jumped out for you that was like a big hit or a big miss? And I'll start with you, Chris, since you're third chair.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if this is because this is the most recent thing that has happened, or it was just so different. But this doll show, like, I know, like, it wasn't, this is, like I said, it just happened.
Yeah.
So it's kind of on the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
But it's like, I kind of knew what I was going to see there, and it did not disappoint.
I can take it.
But I would like to see, it made me want to see more dolls that look like our kids. like our folks. You know what I'm saying? There weren't a lot, and many of the ones that we did see, they were very periodical.
They were of a certain time.
They of a certain time.
They were magical Negroes.
They were magical Negroes. Literally.
Yeah, they had
never taught me that.
Literally.
Never have taught me that.
Yeah. Literally, like, but I expect, like, when I went in there, I was like, when I knew that we were going to the so I'm like, I already know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
I know what I'm gonna see. But for me, I'm also into a certain path of spirituality, so it's like, you know, though somebody else might be doing it, you know, their own appreciation of a certain time. I look at it like, you know, there's power and there was power and there is and was power in our strength.
right.
And that's the way I look at it. So and there was some, you know, there was some really cute dolls. Like, you know, I got a couple of teddy bears. I knew it was gonna be a teddy bear. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was gonna be a big one. I would have definitely wanted it to be a big traditional teddy bear, but
need a carnival for that, sir.
yeah.
Well, Montgomery County Fair will be back, so you could probably get one there.
Yeah.
Chico.
Letdown of the year. So it's just been a weird year altogether, seems like. Don't really have any ups and downs too much. Congrats to Baldur's Gate. Game of the year.
Game of the year for Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Big deal.
Yeah.
That was such a big deal that my Amazon delivery dude saw me playing my Rogue Ally as I'm waiting for him to bring me my package.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "What are you playing?" And I was like, "I'm playing Cookie Cutter." He's like, "How about Baldur's Gate 3?" It's like, "Yeah, I got that." He's like, "That game is so good. It got Game of the Year." And then he walks out the door. That's how big of an impression I gave. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Just weird that Spider-Man didn't get anything.
That was strange.
Yeah. Very, very
Spider-Man 2 was great.
strange. Alan Wake getting narration was perfect. What's his name? Christopher Judge?
Yep.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, and he will not be working for too many studios.
I don't know, what you call it, we were backtracking. We're like, first they made some comments about what he said, and then they were like, no, he's not a bad guy though. So who knows? But yeah, it's been an interesting year. And yeah, half the stuff on HBO Max that has gone now, you can see it on Tubi.
Nice.
Tubi and Netflix.
Tubi is the devil.
It's weird. This has been a weird year.
But we appreciate Tubi.
Yeah. So for me, one thing and one thing only.
Being magical.
That's not the thing. That ain't it. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I take it back. Two things. First thing, Barbenheimer, in my opinion, saved movie theaters. That was a big thing for me.
It got people to come out.
It got people to show up and spend money and basically save the cinema industry.
And they birthed a child.
And they made the thing that we now call Barbenheimer.
Oh, have you seen Godzilla?
No.
He glows pink. He's literally Barbenheimer if you think about it.
I will see what this is, but I will not support it.
No, the new
yeah. I'll have to take a look. So Barbenheimer, and then the other thing is the 50 years of hip hop celebrations that's been happening all throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I kind of leaned into that as well is because there's so much that happens in pop culture that has been fluid through hip hop. So I like that the culture, not just the genre, but the culture was elevated. I think that was a big step.
KRS-One was upset about it.
Rightfully so.
Because there was a lot missing from it.
And I had that discussion with my wife. I have to say, this goes out to you, Grammys. The whole thing of having DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince as the last act, and then having everybody bum rush the stage and give Will Smith hugs. I know what you were doing there. I just wanted to put that out there because you ain't tricking nobody. But that's my things. That's my things. So yeah, I mean, a lot of things happened in 2023. Let us know in the comments what you think was really cool and all that type of good stuff. And with that, let's close out our 2023 show.
Oh, hold on, ladies. Come here.
Quick.
Yeah.
On camera.
Yeah. Last show of the year. Just say bye.
Can you get around?
We can prove this one's still alive.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm alive. Oh no! What did I do?
Nothing. It goes to sleep.
Kristen's here. It's enough, right?
All right. So, for
I don't know where I'm looking.
that's fine. For Chris.
Great.
Peace.
For Kristen. For Tunisia.
Hello.
For Chico.
Chad is
And for
in.
myself.
Oh yeah,
Cousin Chad.
And cousin
out
Chad.
there.
Chad is in Jamaica.
He's out in Japan.
He's in
Jamaica.
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 Cousin Chad is in Jamaica.
Yes.
Different places.
For Robert, because he's been on. For Chris, because he's not Chris. For Brian, because he's been on.
Kia.
For Kia, because she's been on. All of our guests that we've had. The guests, Tracy.
Yes. Come through, Stone.
Yeah, Tracy, B. Anthony.
B. Anthony.
That's about it, ain't it?
Man.
Well, of course, K. Murdoch. He's always been
Yes.
panels and stuff.
Great supporter for the show.
Mhm.
Bree.
Yes.
I mean, thank you everybody for making all of this possible. It's fun, and it's a labor of love. For everything that we are, you can catch us on all the socials on I Love Nerd Life, and for that, somebody say it
All together now.
This is ILNL.
A little slow on the draw, but that'll work.
And since I couldn't get you on camera, there you go. You can smile. All right.
Yeah, Chris.
All right.
Yeah, Chris.
Well, so he's gonna do something
I'm Chris.
or start twerking.
You do the little dance thing you on the TikTok.
Was this a mistake? You're having too much fun.
It's working out better than I could have planned.
And you're welcome.
That's delirious.
And